You ever get that mood? You're just not in the mood to do a certain task. So I'm doing anything. Next video, I'll probably be sweeping my roof off. You never know with me. That has come to my mind. So, you ever get something you just really want to try and try right away? Why not go live? What the heck? So, jalapeno cheese. I was going to put the company name and everything. Felt like a spider in my hat. Anyway, I was going to put the company name, everything else. But I've been getting flagged by YouTube. Not sure why. Not sure why. But I want to try this. We'll experience this together. Look at that. I love logos. I love labels. It's giving a rating 4 out of 6. It's jalapeno, so I don't expect it to be all that hot for some. Harvard jalapeno from Castellino. They established their company in 1893. So, these scissors. Oh, I need a screwdriver on that. See the gap. So, do a quick review. A chunk of cheese. Let's do a chunk of cheese. Get back to work, pickles. This cheese like, yeah, it's like a cheddar. Really smooth. The cheese itself is fantastic. Almost spreadable. So far, I don't really taste any heat, but this is quality cheese. This is actually quality. I think I'll let the cameras keep running after this little review. Take the cheese upstairs and get some transplanting done. It's long overdue, folks. Long overdue. Not enough heat. I'm tasting it now that I ate a big chunk. There should be more of a flavor. And looking at it, you could see the green and the red being ripe. I said one thing in one video, people were messaging me about it. Not recently, about 2 weeks ago. They found it the funniest thing ever. It's actually sad. It's funny, it's sad, but it's more sad. Chipotle. People were selling chipotle seeds. Chipotle is a process of jalapeno. Smoked. And they're selling seeds on it? Are you freaking kidding me? I never understood that. This is good cheese. Like, I'm almost slightly agitated. I need more jalapeno flavor. I'm gonna eat a little bit more. Then I'm gonna start transplanting. Really tired today, but sometimes if you get moving for a couple hours without taking a break, you get the little energy, the adrenaline. All right, I'll be back down. All right, folks, I'm back. Cheese was good. I put it away. Those missing the review coming in now. It's quality, but not enough heat. The cheese itself was, I'm telling you, out of all the cheese that I've had in my life, that was probably a 9.1. Nobody ever hears a 9.1 out of me. It was that good. But the heat, I give it like less than a 1. Come on now, would you please, cheese company? All right, so what I need to do is transplant. We're going to do these. Let me figure some stuff out here. Can I add? Can I subtract? Subtract to add. I might have to sign for some packages, so this video might end abruptly. Guess I can turn it towards me. That needs filled. Just filling up some jugs in here. I don't know if anybody's even watching. Looks like not. But a lot of people are at work. Hello, somebody. The more work I get done here, I can start working on the outdoors. So I got to catch up with this stuff. This is going to be about probably a few hours work done here, and then some other stuff. Dusty here. Oh, man. When you don't water for a while and you water, man. Got it. I need that tray. So, guys, questions, comments, concerns, I am here. Let's raise this up. Yep, I'm here. I'm just transplanting. Here we go. Sometimes this channel is just set up for Q&A, customer service. It's also to enhance my sales. It's also teach people stuff. And I work so much, I don't have time to stop with every question, every comment, every concern. Like I said, it's not my job to educate people on how to grow when I have 10,000 customers per year. 10,000 customers per year, like that's a lot for one person. And like I said, it's not my job. However, I do step up and do this channel. It does minimize the questions and stuff like that. People ask questions, I have go-to responses. If I do not have a go-to response, what I can do is use that as a cue for myself to make a video on the subject or question about it. Some of the stuff is simple as what soil do I use? That I'll probably never make a I probably will never make a video on that. It's just to the it depends upon your area, depends upon the prices. I could actually make a video on it and say this is what I use. People like this, people like that. If you use Pro Mix, there's different types. Never use Pro Mix. I could make a video like that. It's not going to be point or the key of the matter. Also, I'm going to show you what I'm doing in the transplant. You can get planter cells like this that are real hard, but I like the soft ones. Squeeze it, it loosens it up. For, you can see, I put a whole bunch of seeds together. Nice roots. You can see that. People ask about when you put nutrients in. I don't put them in until they're about 4 inches tall, which is equivalent to about 3 sets of leaves. Your soil should carry you in that direction. Got one person here. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. Helps with analytics. Now, I reflect upon certain things. Just methods that I do, the way I do things. I also reflect upon a simple fact that is the way that I do things is not necessarily the only way of doing things. So sometimes it's nice for comments and questions just to see how everybody's doing. And it's a good way to connect with people too. I really love what I do. I honestly do. 17-year career in welding, I gave up to do this. I do have a collection of hats over here. I'm going to eventually clean that area up. Right. Got these little tags. Some people write with pencil. I use a black Sharpie. One of the best things you could use, which I really don't use, but I do have, is a Chinese grease marker. It doesn't come out in the rain, in the sun. I always say map out your grow as well. Right. These tend to stick together. Let me know how everything's doing. This channel isn't just about my customer service. It's about just growing in general. If you guys have general grow questions. I don't know everything. I do tend to think I know a little bit more than the general population since I do this for an actual living and for several years. But hey, I'm still learning too. That's why I love this channel, because we can learn from one another. Like I said, there's more than one way of doing things, more than one way of doing things correctly. So I'm just putting the tags in. I'm going to lightly water it. The key is to water it lightly just to get the roots wet. Somebody commented on a post. Well, thank you for the notification. I put a tag in every single one. Some people, I reflect angles, personalities. It all equals community. And some people say this part of the YouTube is boring. It can be. It's just about interacting. It's like, hi, I'm Jimmy Pickles. Jimmy Pickles is now at hand, on staff, online to answer your questions. Oh, I don't see questions or comments all the time. Oh man, I'm missing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I apologize. I don't even see comments. I'll have to click the button, and I'm a little bit behind, but I am working. So why y'all distracting me? Spying on me. Can't wait till I eat the next sandwich, huh? I have several reviews coming up tomorrow evening, if not tonight. I have peanut butter cups. I think there's 4 of them or 3 of them from Anthony, Tony, from Wicked One. He sent those out to Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, myself, several others. I'll most likely do that tomorrow when everybody's home. Where's the cap? Hey, where's the cap? Where's the cap? Well, I guess I'll find it. Try not to water too much. Watering too much can compress your soil. And like I said, I am expecting someone to show up at the door with some supplies for me. So I will end this when that happens. Get that done. All right. Well, still got more to do. And I'm going to do it. Damn Skippy, you're going to do it, Pickles. All right. I'll do it cup by cup. One of the keys to life is just keep moving. If you're sore and be like, I'm just laying in bed, that's good to rest, but it's good to move around a lot too. It seems like my body goes into shock for change of seasons. Yeah, I have not been really corresponding with people here much because I can't see the comments at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up this lot of seedlings, water those in, make sure the tags are done, and then I'll sit down for maybe 5 minutes and answer some questions. I'll put 2 in there. Yeah, I was just randomly thinking when I go live, what's the longest I've ever been live? And that would be, I think, 2.5 hours. I don't think I'm going that long. Oh, comments, questions came. Oh, comments just came up. Somebody said no sound. Oh, and another thing. Unfortunately, I mentioned this for a reason. Unfortunately, I did ban, I think, a couple people from the channel. Because what happens is I work, and like I'm working, I have to work, I have to get this done. It's my job and I'm behind schedule. So, but I'm gracious enough to go live to answer questions, as well. And it does slow me up. So oftentimes I'll do this for 10, 20 minutes. Then I go back to the questions, and then I'll go back to work and go back to the questions. I'm just putting a bunch in once. I can always re-examine. And several people were sending me some nasty messages because I wouldn't answer questions fast enough. What just happened? What's that? Is that a... Okay, that doesn't mean anything to me. And, okay. So, alright. Gotta get these done. So I find it intriguing that I used to think that I would ever run out of subject material. The subject material presents itself if you pay attention to what to talk about on a show. Like, for example, the news. If nothing was happening, you'd run out of the news. But there's always something happening. Same thing with the pepper community. Some might be minute. Some might be as simple as, hey, somebody asked a grow question and placed it in some groups. And I'll be like, you know what? That might be a good subject for me to discuss. Or if I'm not familiar, I can learn about it. And once I learn about it, we could all experience the knowledge. So all that fun stuff. Yeah, this section's almost done. I've been trying to drink a little bit more water. That helps my joints. So I try to give life advice as well. My seeds last for several years, so people ask me in general about, hey, is it too late to order? It's not. Yeah, let me get these done. A couple of them is done here. Feel free to share this. I do plan on doing some more giveaways. I really do. I really, really do. One more tag, lightly watered in. And I emphasize on lightly watering. Okay. All right. Like I said, I'm thankful for a YouTube channel. I really am. It's reinforcement for me to get work done when I don't want to get work done. It's hard to keep motivated 24/7. This channel does keep me motivated. This one died from lack of water. It does happen, so we will switch those out, take the tag out. It happens. That's why I grow a bunch. Alright, what should I do? You know what I could do? I really haven't looked at questions, comments too much. But I will. But I will. Of course I get a phone call. I'm not answering it. You are denied! It's not Pepper Seed customer service. It was, I'm bored. I'm laid off from work. Let's talk all day. Which is fine, but I'm live. You guys come first. Drink my agua. Oh, yeah. That works. Anyway, it's time for a sit down and connect. What is this? Okay. Somebody said, you must be on YouTube. Said, you must be on YouTube. You can't chat with me. I will call you later and bother you later. All right. Live chat, I missed a lot. No sound on my computer. Now there it is. There is. My Tangerine TS seems to be doing best. I stress my Sugar Rush Reds are doing biggest. Awesome. Gordon State Gardner says hello. I say hello back. Gordon State Idaho Garden Girl says, hi, Jimmy. I've been catching up with your previous videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Garden State Gardener, when you first take your plants outside, do you put them in the shade or slowly put them in the sun? Yeah. Hardening off plants. Yeah, you don't want to put them directly in the sun. I've noticed something. The stronger lights, I've also noticed my eyes are burning from the grow lights. So. Yeah, hardening off process. That's probably why I'm getting headaches. So I'm going to start wearing these glasses in here. That's a lot better. I might be taking my energy away from stress with the eyes. The eyes of truth are always watching you. Anyway, yeah, you need to harden off your plants. Also need to really have a fan going when you're inside. The stronger the lights, the easier it is to harden them off. So there's, I could talk about that when the time comes. I transplant around Mother's Day, and after, well, everybody has a different schedule, so I should make a video on that. It's real goofy. It really is. The way I was taught, it's just crazy. It's like putting a plant out for a half an hour and bringing them in. What if you got hundreds or thousands of them? That's when you think putting on a cart or something like that. But you can put them out in the shade. You could even make an area with shade cloth. People ask me down in Texas, Nevada, different areas that get full sun, strong sun. Should I use shade cloth? The answer is most likely yes. And then they're like, could you give me advice on it? And I'm like, I'm not going to give advice if I don't know what to say, because I've never used shade cloth. So it's good reason for me not to answer. I see people on Facebook groups and other groups, social medias, just saying, hey, listen, this is some advice, and half the time it's wrong. Especially pepper IDs. I'm sitting on a pile of dirt, well, bags of dirt. And take everything with a grain of sand. People are generally nice people. People are trying to help one another, which is really fantastic. The majority, 95%, the pepper community is just A1. And then you have ones they'll give you bad advice. The type of guys will be like, you know, if somebody's driving into your town, hey, which way to get onto the turnpike? And they'll be like, yeah, take 4 lefts, and you'll see it. And then like some goofball doesn't understand that's a square or a circle, and they come right back again. They laugh at you. That's what people do on the group. So you know, and pepper identification is just. There's over 30,000 peppers in the world. So I've been trying to do playlists. I need to catch up. Everything like that. Plants are looking good. A couple died today. I blame myself. I think they got root bound. I'm going to start doing a lot of transplanting today, tomorrow, stuff like that. Touch base. All that. So I'm missing comments again, so I got to keep hitting this. What's your oldest pepper seed that you have ever germinated? Personal collection that was not into circulation, maybe 6-7 years. As far as selling, 1 year. Everything is like 1 year to a year and a half behind. Everything is fresh. King Pooh Bah says, hey Joe. Golden State Gardener says, I usually harden off before I put them in the greenhouse, but since you don't have a greenhouse, I have no idea how you do it with so many plants. I'll put a fan on and strong lights. Oh, I forgot about this. I got excited. See? You guys help me. You guys help me by talking things out, refreshing my memory. What I do, and this does work, when I isolate, I put the isolation net on it, which creates a small amount of shade. This is the sign language, a small amount of shade. Also flossing. So, anyway, I'll put 2 nets on it, and it really seems to help. So, that's kind of what I do. I come up with my own system. 80 degrees for 5 days, then back to 40s. Rain, typical northeast temps in late April and early May. Idaho Garden Girl says, you're welcome at King Pooh Bah. So, yeah, I'm dragging my feet today. I'm dragging my feet. Also, Dragon's Breath seeds are available. That's a nice link weight to a conversation. I need all this stuff to get done. Like these. These are leggy. They're leggy. When they're leggy, they're reaching for the light. Now they're falling over. So basically, just transplant them deeper and the roots will form higher. So there's that. More cups. Where's the cups? Any over there. I could grab more. All right, let's grab some cups. Ta-da! So I was just eyeing up the area I'm going to put that gazebo tent in, where I'm going to do reviews. That little video I did not long ago. Man, I tell you what, man, I am honest and blunt. Emily Blunt. Anyway. There's a dog outside that's sitting there barking and barking and barking. I'm like, I'm not spending hundreds of dollars to set up a review area, or more than that, just to have a dog barking in the background. I wanted different areas. What motivated me is I'm running out of a review station over here. I really am. So I'm going to have to start switching it outdoors. If it's raining, that's fine. It's a pavilion tent. I'm going to have 2 to 3 different review stations outside, but that'll be the best one. I will have visual aids with everything. I can't even see the seedlings. Like, take the glasses off. Remember, when they're a little bit leggy like this, just transplant them deeper. When you're getting these out, squeeze these, it'll loosen them up. Don't pull by the leaves, but this time's real. Might need to squeeze it a couple times. Comes right out. Roots and all. If you pop off the root, it may or may not survive. Oh, another thing. People look at their seedlings. You see there's a little bit of purple in there? People freak out. People, trust me, people freak out all day, every day. Like, oh man, Pickles isolation doesn't work. There's purple on there. Purple, when you have strong lights on plants, you can get a purple stem. It doesn't mean really genetics. It's almost like a sunburn. Almost, you know, something like that. This is really leggy. I appreciate everybody going to work with the JP work. Father and son, father and daughter. This should have been done a while ago because some of these will not be saved. These, I'll tell you what I'm growing. Apple crisp, I've been selling these. Nobody was selling apple crisps for, I think I was one of the, no, I mean, I shouldn't say that. But I was really the only one selling apple crisps. I might have a couple packs left. Some of these, I don't know. I'm going to try to save some of them. Pen. I'm going to get this stuff done and I'll look at questions, comments, concerns. Make sure to give me a thumbs up. I mean, originally I thought, I'm like, that's silly. Who cares if you get a thumbs up or not? It actually helps with the algorithms. So help my channel by giving me a thumbs up. Feel free to share this. Lightly water these in. I'll set up more cups with dirt lightly. And then I'll get to comments, questions, concerns. This looks dry in here. Get some rainforest action. Lights, camera, action. Thank you for the order, whoever placed it. I truly appreciate it. This really is a reality show. The reality is my job is fun and I do enjoy it, but there's a lot of monotonous work to it. But all jobs are like that. All jobs. Most jobs, not all, but most. So, doesn't make me special in the monotony area. Alright, I still got cups to do. Because I'm still going to do as much as I possibly can for those. I like throwing a little extra, that way I could send them to a couple reviewers. And all that stuff. And that way I have enough seeds. Thinking, how many do I really need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. More than that. I think we'll do 9. That's 4. Keep giving me a thumbs up for analytics. Thank you for replacing. I got 2 orders in since I've been going live. This live channel really does help my sales. Really does. Well, let's keep moving. One thing about this, you got to be patient. Growing peppers requires patience. I write instructions, I do videos, and I still get people. It's been 48 hours. It's been 48 hours. Hey, Pickles, it's been 48 hours and my pepper seeds haven't popped. Grr, 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 I'm angry, Pickles. It's been 48 hours. You know the words. It's been 48 hours and my pepper seeds haven't popped. Look at this. I'm not, I don't know. Nice root system on a very tiny. Also, there's more information I probably should include on my website, like an example. Capsicum chinense types germinate slower, they grow slower, so start those first. Capsicum annuums, bacaudums, pubescents all grow much faster. There's more varieties than that in the world, but those are the main ones. Those are the types I sell. Alright, we're calling it quits on this one. Now I've got to tag them up, and then I consider this. Oh, I was outside today. I was looking over things, just looking over. And basically for the review station. I decided I'm going to make another review station. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm laughing. Just to throw you off and be like, what in the world is he doing? Just to do anything a little bit different. So I'm going to set up two review stations. When that package gets here, I will show it on camera. I have props showing up on Monday. And I don't grow everything. I don't grow the same types every year. So if there's a type you want to grow, you may want to buy it from me now because it might not be available. You could possibly buy it from somebody else, but they're probably not going to be isolated. That's why I say buy up. Certain varieties I do not regrow if they're slow movers. Now I will say there are a couple slow movers that I will grow every year, just because of personal interest, and I'll sell the seeds. But overall, everything's pretty much a good mover. All right, I'm gonna have to do some rearranging. A lot of rearranging. All right. Some of this stuff over. I'm going to create this is going to be a really exciting season. I've really been super quiet about what I've been working on. Some of the stuff is under code, so you can't figure it out. Because I know people take screenshots and go back and enlarge pictures to see what I'm growing. Some of the stuff, yeah, that's what I'm growing. Some of it is not. It might be under code. So, there's that. So, there's a lot of things I want to do. One thing is organize. Yeah, I'm trying to change things up. There's an old philosophy: if things are not broken, don't change them. Time to put the glasses back on. I gotta shut that thing. That thing is blaring into my eyes. It's a little better. Yeah, these are not sunglasses. They're actually grow light glasses. Visit son. Live for an hour. Sydney says, Cindy Marco says, good afternoon, new to your channel. Where are you from, Cindy? Oh, I missed a lot of comments, questions, concerns. What is your, okay, I answered that. My Batman pineapple habanero are doing awesome. Okay. Yeah, it's from Hansville. I know him. I talk to him almost every day. He's a friend of mine. Hello, Tuna. Dirk says, you said you may discontinue the slow moving varieties this year. Any idea on which varieties? Um, I don't know. I'll have to look. That's actually a really good question. I'm not real sure right off the bat. Cindy lives in South Carolina. Thank you very much for being here. I truly appreciate it. So, you're new to the channel. There's a couple things I do in this channel. One is to promote my seed company, Isolated Seeds, jppepperseeds.com. Isolated means to help ensure purity from cross-pollination, mostly from bees. So the bees do not go from one species of flower to the next. Also, the nets do stop the pollen from flowing through the holes. Now, some people say the size of the holes, this and that, may or may not. Well, pollen's sticky, so it sticks in there. So I do educational videos. I do very long-winded live videos like this, Q&A, just me working, answering questions, touching base during the COVID and everything. I never had COVID. You know, hopefully I never do, knock on wood. But I try to connect with people a little bit more, everything like that. I also talk about varieties. I do hot sauce reviews. I don't do challenges much, but I do maybe one a year. And I review my own peppers and all kinds of fun stuff. I try to do goofy videos once in a while. Some people like them, some people do not. And yes, Sydney, Garden State Gardener does have a contest. If you buy the Peter Pepper seeds from me, I think really anywhere, but I do offer Peter Pepper seeds. They're a heirloom. They're a sweet, nice fruity flavor. And yes, they look like a Peter. Check out my website on jppepperseeds.com. Grow them and enter the contest. And winner gets $100 from Garden State Gardener. Just so I can stock up if it's something you like to grow. Schistos broke soil today. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not real sure. It depends upon sales. So, in the next month or two. Okay, that's done. Okay. Yeah, I totally get it, Dirk. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Seeds are goofy because not there's going to be seed stocks in my inventory for 2 months without a sale, and all of a sudden somebody comes up and buys it all, and then I'm like in a state of panic to actually get it done. You know, I was thinking about just work in general. You know, the topics of discussion. I could actually have a wheel and do topics of discussion, but it's just long hours of work. I am a workaholic. Everybody knows it. But it's funny. People are like, I'm getting tired. Two things. Here's something. And it's the same people. Some people are like, dude, Pickles talks about working too much. It's like, Pickles, everybody works. You don't need to sit there and tell people. It's like, you want to hear about peppers, not about how long you work. You're like, you're bragging about it. There's reasons why I do, because I can't sit there and answer every single question and everything like that. I try. God knows I try. Depends how much coffee. I'm actually laying off coffee a little bit today. I drank 4 glasses this morning, and got real hyper, sweated a little bit, and I'm like, you know what? Let's calm down on this stuff. But oh yeah. So the people were saying two things. One, Jimmy Pickles, we're getting tired of you talking about how much you work. And two, this was not one after another. This is like 2 weeks later. Somebody showed me a screenshot and they're like, you know what? In general, it wasn't actually geared towards me. It was, but it wasn't. This is a general statement. I look at everything. I look at everything. And, you know, no matter positive, negative, or just kind of construed or jealousy, I feel, honestly, if I pay attention, it gives me direction in things I could do to help better this channel. Well, the statement was, and I'm pretty much quoting this, I'm getting really tired of the two top seed vendors on Facebook being predominant. And then when they don't even post, they're always talked about. I'm just getting tired of it in general. I am a seed vendor, and I hardly ever get mentioned. It's like I'm not worthy. Okay, that's almost a quote, because I try to memorize it. And why would I even bring that up? It's basically there's more and more and more and more people doing that. So I could go positive and say, you know, if people are feeling left out on the community, this and that, there's multiple ways. You got to present yourself. And they're like, you know, you got to work harder. You do. You have to work harder. You have to work 20 hours or 120 hours a week. And if you did 120, why didn't you do 130? And people are like, dude, I do 40. I got kids. And then I try to sell seeds on the side. That's fine. But if you want your name as big as mine, and I'm constantly getting bashed for being Mr. Popularity, I do this 24/7. I take 4 or 5 hour naps during the day, and I work and I work and I work. I also formed a legit company. I don't do this part time, so that makes a big difference. Think of it this way. And I'm not doing this negative, I'm doing this for educational purposes. Like I said, if I run out of materials to talk about, the community itself does that to talk about. And you know, and honestly, it makes me think, and it thinks, what could I do different? What could I do better? And how could I connect with the community more? You know, some people you're not going to win. That individual made that statement. It was a guy who works a regular job. He sells seeds. He works on his company 2 hours a night and wants his name as big as mine. Yet doesn't even have a website. I'm like, you're not going to beat me. And I don't think of competition of beating one another. If you start thinking about competition beating one another, you're going to lose. You're in competition. And now as I'm saying this, I'm looking at myself. I'm in competition with myself. You know, step by step. Baby steps or whatever you want to do. Just try to, if I did this, can I do this much more? Can I handle this? Can I do that? You know, and it's always trying to figure out how to better yourself, how to better your grow, how to better yourself as a person, and how to interact with negativity better. You know, sure, I've made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. And, you know, honestly, thank God I've made little mistakes because it makes me better. It makes us better. So, you know, if you're religious, pray. If you're not, get in touch with what you want as a person and everything else. And what you want out of your grown out of life. Things are on difficult times. Everybody's at each other. So, yeah. So I try to turn this channel into a positive public speaker as well. And I also got to listen to the people. If they don't want that, I could always just pass that up. Okay, Cindy says, might have to check it out. Thank you. I have a few things growing now. We just tilled our garden yesterday. That's awesome, Cindy. Jimmy, I enjoy how much you work and how proud you are with your seeds. Today's world is lacking hard work. Oh, always be proud. And breaking news, I'm going through puberty, obviously, with oh my, okay. Yeah, and I do have a sense of humor. Okay. Cindy says, I have to work for what you want and rule with the punches. Absolutely. And the biggest thing is, it's either on plants, relationships, or life in general. If it was easy, everybody would be successful. Think of it that way. You got to work for it. You got to work for love. So, all right. Now I want to take a break. You know what? I'm actually in the mood for ice cream. I like to put spices on my ice cream. Yeah, it gets hot down here. That's why I need to be running a fan. You know, I got the fan over here. I'm gonna bust that fan out. When I'm done with this video, I'm gonna have it circulating. Circulating air is really important. You need oxygen for your roots and everything. So let's get to more questions, comments, concerns. All right, so I've been live for an hour, looking over what I need to do. All right, I'm gonna start setting stuff over here that I need to. Ooh. Here, I'm growing a bunch of these again. They're Sugar Rush Stripies. Check. I will be have to germinating more. I just dumped it right on the ground. I'm not even joking. Oh, man. Still good. Still good. Wow. That's for the blooper reel. I got a bunch of seed Sugar Rush Peach Stripey. Those need done. Those need done ASAP. Check out Rainforest. Yeah, there's a bunch that need just little transplanting stuff. My seeds will last a couple years, several years. All right, what we're going to do, set up another one of these. Garden supplies are a lot higher. You can't even see me. So, I need more cups. This is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I transplant around Mother's Day. I'm going to start losing part of my seed here. Don't forget to put some holes in the cup. Otherwise you're going to get waterlogged. Root rot. You don't want root rot. Root rot. When I say root rot, it makes me think of Scooby-Doo and rot row. So the more work I get done here, the faster I can actually start working on my secondary grow or secondary review area. Should be fun, should be interesting. Guys or gals have specific questions, feel free to ask. I try to get to every. Sometimes YouTube actually censors questions, comments if it triggers certain words on analytics or I don't see it for some reason. Also, give me a thumbs up for the video. Feel free to share this video out. Another thing that just popped into my mind is there is two notions, and two notions are good. Two good things. One, buy USA. That seems to lose its veneer over the last couple decades. Buy USA, buy USA. Also, buy small from small companies because you're really helping out the small person trying to survive. Do you realize it's like one of those VH1 pop-up videos? Do you realize people are doing campaigns against me saying I'm too big of a company to support? No joke. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm too big of a company. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Be less successful? I'm a small company. One employee. Me. Some days I barely make it. Some days I barely make it. So if I have more days where I barely make it, I'll go back to welding. And that's exactly what will happen. So it's a crazy world we live in. All right, this needs opened. So I do everything I can to do the best job I can. I do everything in my power to promote my YouTube, everything. So I love what I do. I want to continue doing it. So I have been figuring out I have to go bigger. That means grow more. More mass media. Can't do much more spamming on Facebook. Because what will end up happening is I'll start getting suspended again. So that's why I'm starting to go to YouTube. When COVID hit the world, everybody decided to just make up a company name, say they're a company without forming one. Bash isolation processing, which is completely false. The U.S. government approves of it. Universities use it. And then they go against me 24/7. Yet they secretly buy seeds from me too. Interesting how that works out. So that is the structure and the way of things go. I honestly, as I'm doing this, I'm not sure if I needed to do this, but I am anyway. Rainforest peppers. I have a bunch of seeds. They're actually kind of rainforest is a slow mover. And I feel a certain responsibility as a vendor to actually promote certain varieties. And it's not always about sales. It's about quality. It's about just how great something is. Something I believe in. Rainforest is one of those peppers I believe in. I'm growing it again. Do I really need seeds for it? No. But I'm growing it again because I personally love it. So, yeah, I wasn't joking. I was going to go live most of the day. I like this one. Oh, look at that. Look at those roots. These plants are not that old. Probably got them to germinate about a week ago, and they already have nice roots. Also, I like these because you can squeeze them. Thank you very much for the order, whoever placed that. I do give extras with every order. Instructional sheets. My instructional sheets, here's another thing that comes to mind. My instructional sheets used to have illustrations on it, but with all the competition, I had to push back on expenses like instructional illustrated pictures. And I think it was helpful for people, but the thing is, that's a lot of ink, it's a lot of money. Ink's not cheap. It's a tax write-off, but still. That's screwed up. It's okay. Yeah, you don't forget that. That's not good. All right, let's do the signs here. And I'll get to questions, comments, concerns. Yeah, I haven't really read comments too much. Thank you for all the orders. These live videos definitely help me. I probably got about 5 orders, and they're all very small ones, but they all help. And I will get those orders done today, and most likely ship tomorrow. With gas prices, I used to ship twice a day. Now I'm going to ship about once a day. Once in a while, skip a day. But also tomorrow I'll be doing lots of reviews. One might even be considered a challenge. You'll just have to wait and see. I'm trying to have more fun on this channel, trying to connect with people, trying to educate. And I'm making it my life goals on improving all of this stuff. This is what I do for a living. This is it. That's it, folks. Huh. Did load that up and didn't put. Okay, I'll just carry these over. This isn't my only grow room as well. Eventually I'll show that as well. It's underdeveloped and I'm really behind schedule. So, and I'm going to, once I get this done, this little section done, I'm going to check if that item came. And I'll show you what it is. Might be pretty big. I don't know. Put this here. It's fine. Oh, crap. Alright. Guess I could just try not to sit on the dirt. Now I sit down lower because I took a bag. Okay. I've been live for an... I'm going to get through all the comments as much as I can. Arsenic element. We've done a challenge together, and we've done some reviews before. Yes. Do you sell pickles or just peppers? Pepper seeds. Pepper seeds. Jimmy Pickles is actually a nickname, and I went with it. It's very misconceiving. And I still may end up selling pickles in the long run. I've been at business going on my 6th year. First year, I'm going to be honest, I made $600 my first year. And it took me 3 years to actually break even. And I worked another job on top of it. Just pepper seeds for right now. This is not perfectly placed, but all right. Yeah, people are ridiculous. You're right. Oh, I'm actually caught up. Let me see if that item came. I'll show you what it is. I got a text message. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So just to give you a heads up what my life is like, even going live, people ask me a bunch of questions. They're real easy answers, though, or tell people to go live. Can't wait to try some pickles. Yeah, I've done recipes. I've made many. I've done over 200 recipes, but I do everything. I do everything by the book. So, it is hot down here. That's why I need the fan going. What else can I do? I think I might take a break. What is this? Okay, those are those. One of the gnarliest peppers, because I'm looking at some of the stuff I'm growing right now, is the Naga Brain Red Dragon. Check those out on the website. It's super hot. And they're like a Naga shape. Naga is basically a sister genetics of a ghost. Shorter, real bumpy. Yes, my hands are dirty. I think that's about it. Need to take some garbage out of here from those bags. Sweep up, eventually mop. I need to work on upstairs as well. This stuff can be kicked out pretty quick, that work. And then I'll start hauling stuff upstairs a little bit. And lots of work to be done. That package, what it is a tent pavilion. And I'll have some show and tell pictures that I can have in there on stands, just to show illustrations. And I thought ahead about stuff. So, yeah, I'm exhausted. And sometimes drinking coffee won't even get you there, but you got to keep pushing. Somebody yesterday, I think it was yesterday, hey, do you make a lot of money selling seeds? And can you teach me how? Teaching you how for legal ways and teaching you how to grow and to compete with me made me laugh. I'm sorry. Yeah, I already have 100,000 seed vendors here in Pennsylvania alone, let alone the entire world. So, thank you, Sydney. I really do appreciate. Okay. What's your hottest peppers? My hottest peppers would be the Primo Tally Red. What else is there? You know, Carolina Reaper, which is on the books, the hottest. 7-Pot Primo. The Naga Brain Red Dragon. Dragon's Breath. What else is there? A ton. So, oh, just forgot. I'm glad you said something too. I have my suggestions on my playlist. So, like the no heats, huts, super huts, stuff like that. Do they grow easy? Yes, if you do the right things. That's what this channel's for. So, germinating, there's a germinating video, gives you step by step. And check out my playlist on growing, and it should teach you everything you need to know. If not, ask specific questions. I'm ending this video here shortly. But, or Google it, or check out other channels as well. But, yeah, I try to do the best I can. But as far as I like to get into details a little bit. So, are they easy to grow? Capsicum chinensis are harder to grow. They're not really hard to grow. It's just patience and more time consuming. Capsicum annuums, which now you're going to get into jalapeno types. You know, Capsicum chinensis it's based on the flower, by the way. It's your habanero, Scotch bonnet, super hot, stuff like that. Capsicum picotum's. Picotum's grow very, very fast. They're the easiest to grow. In fact, I'll give you a little bit more time here. obviously, I love doing show and tell growing up. This is capsicum piccata. And I'm going to show you how easy it is compared to everything else. Look, I got to switch it. See? They're much, much bigger compared to a, let's see, capsicum chinensis. Where's the chinensis? These are the chinensis. See? See the heights? Compared to the heights. So, yeah. My opinion, everything's easy. Patience is the key. All right. I've been live for an hour and a half. I got some other work to do as well. All your peppers grow indoors? No. All my peppers grow outdoors, but I start them indoors. You can grow peppers indoors if you have the right environment, temperature, spectrum, lights, stuff like that, wind, everything else. But, yeah. All right, I got to get back to work. General grow questions saved for here. If you have general grow questions, you can write them down and save them for the live videos. General grow questions I'm not responsible for as a general or as a seed vendor. I'm really not, because would you message a burpee? And because people message me all day about general grow questions. One guy had 100 questions per day. I'm actually ignoring them. So, all right. And I love questions because they keep my channel alive. They get me thinking. I can better myself. You guys, you can learn something. Or if I don't know it, I won't answer. All right. So, Isolated Seeds, jppepperseeds.com. Thank you all for watching.